Greetings from Florida. We're working on a Lincoln MKZ, Mercury Milan, or Ford Fusion. This is for the right front, the passenger front. So we've got a plate right there. Let's take that off. It's hard to come by, but it's hard to get off rather, but you'll have to figure it out. You might have to force it off. There's a 5/16 bolt behind there. And then you can remove the plastic bezel that goes around the handle. You've got a screw right there, and then you've got one on the bottom right there. You have to pop off that cover. If you have any questions about this, ask right here on YouTube. I'd be glad to answer them for you. If this is a helpful video for you, do me a favor, like the video. Just like it. You don't have to send me any money. Just like the video. That'll help other people who are searching for the same thing as you find it on YouTube. This may require a couple tools that you may or may not have. Specifically a 1/4" regulator rivet gun. Pull the panel out. And you might have a couple wiring harnesses to unplug on the other side of it. Now you can see that metal panel. The regulator goes on the other side of that. Let's take out the speaker. I want to say Torx 20. I could be wrong. It could have been a flat. It could have been a Phillips screwdriver. Take the motor off. And we're taking off those covers right there. So we can bring the glass down to get the, I know there's 5/16 bolts on this all the way around. I think 10mm bolts hold the glass to the regulator, but I could be wrong on that. Also, a couple of the bolts are a little different size than the other ones, just they're longer. Just keep track of that. So now I'm going to bring the glass down. Didn't seem to want to come. There you go. Got that off. Little WD-40 on the 2 up and down channels on the side. Keeps them soft and supple. Every 3 months you should do that. It allows the glass to travel a lot easier. So I guess they were 5/16. It's not. Nope, I was right the first time. 10mm. And I'm just reaching in there to pull those clips down. Now I'm knocking out the center point of the rivet, the mandrel of the rivet. You'll find 2 down there, 1 at the top, and then 2 more on the right side. To drill the rivets out, you'll need to drill the rivets out. To drill them out, you'll need to knock out the mandrel, the center point, and then a 1/4" drill bit will allow you to drill out the rivets. That rivet right there, you don't have to put back. All the other ones you do, but that one you don't. And then you can, oh, I forgot to take the handle off. You gotta take the handle off too. Back to the 5/16. Take out the regulator and all the little stuff on the bottom of the door, all the rivet pieces and the mandrels that we knocked out. Might need a magnet, might make it easier. Let's get everything out of the door. Now, there's a bracket on the regulator that needs to be attached to the new regulator. I may or may not give you a visual of that. You should take a marker and mark the direction that it's in. So when you put it back on, oh, I am going to give you a visual of that. So let's make sure we have the right regulator. So I should have checked this before I got started, but there we go. And I think I'm opening up the holes on the regulator to fit my 1/4 inch regulator rivets. They might have been using 3/16 rivets. If you want to use nuts and bolts, good luck with that. I'm not sure how well that'll work out for you. It's going to be a bit of a challenge to get them on. And in theory, what they usually want you to do is to remove the latch and the outside handle to take off that entire metal plate that the regulator's on and do this outside the door. You don't need to, and it's a lot more work, So ideally, we just want to slide the regulator in. Getting out some 1/4 inch regulator rivets. There's my giant regulator tool. And I did not give you a visual of this. I apologize. So there's a bracket on the lower left of this regulator that has 2 holes that go right next to the speaker. You'll see 2 holes in that triangular section. So you'll need to, again, mark it in the direction that it's going in so you don't get confused, so you know which way it goes. And then you'll need to put that on outside the door with one, that you can use a nut and bolt for. Use a small 3/16 bolt, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just putting a couple of the 5/16 bolts on just to keep it in place while I'm putting everything together. You can reach in with your hand to maneuver the regulator around so you can get it to line up with what you need. Now, I'm sorry I'm blocking this, but I'm reaching with my hand to line up the right-hand side bracket. And I'm going to put a rivet in there to hold it in place. At some point in time, you'll get to see this. I know people are going to say, gee, I don't want to see your back, and I apologize, but I've got to get the job done while I film it. It's the best I can offer you. This one's a little bit easier to line up because you've got access to it through the speaker. I didn't tighten it down yet. What you do is you tighten the rivet tool down until the rivet snaps off. Now I'm putting in the bottom 2 rivets that I talked about. And I've got to open it up a little bit. Again, I think it might have been 3/16 inch rivets. I'm using 1/4 inch. And now I'm tightening down the rest of the rivets, breaking off the mandrel, the center point of the rivet. Get those last 2 rivets down there. Again, there was one more over where the motor went. You don't need to put that one in. I'm not sure if that's in production or when they do it, but it's just not necessary. So now we're pushing the gear in and we're going to put the motor on. You want to put the motor on before you put the glass on. Otherwise the glass will just slide down into the channel. So put the motor on. You get a couple of screws there. I really can't tell if they were Phillips or Torx. If it's Torx, it's probably Torx 20. Then, let's put the handle back. By the way, those handles break a lot too. It's easy to change if you need to, but that's a real common problem. So now I'm bringing the glass down to the point where I can get access to the 10mm bolts. Tighten those down. Putting the key on. Gonna plug it back in, make sure it's all working okay. So if you don't have a rivet tool, can you put it on with bolts? I'm not sure. It'd be a challenge. I mean, if you do it, great, let me know. Good for you. So I'm taking out the switch so I can try everything. And I think we're okay. Must be because I unplugged it. So we're going to put the covers back on, the plastic covers back on, and the speaker, of course. And I can't think of anything else to tell you that's unusual or unique about this. If you have any questions, please ask them right here on YouTube. If this was helpful, please like the video, L-I-K-E, like the video. That'll help me a lot. And thank you for watching. Have a great week.